Yeah. Alright, and welcome to another replay of 2v2 StarCraft 2. My buddy Unfair and myself, Jim. This is a fight between me, Zerg, and Terran versus two Protoss guys. So let's see what they do. I think I'm gonna get a snack for this one. Sure, bro. Alright. So let's see what we have. On the top left, there's me, Jim, the Zerg, and the Terran, my friend. Yes, you were better. That's yeah. So, and in the bottom right, we have our two Protoss friends, Teosaurus and Vision. So let's fast forward a bit until the first highlight of the game, which is going to be the tactical nuclear strikes. So what I'm usually doing as Zerg is just, I play pretty standard. I try to scout out as much as I can in the beginning to see what they are planning. I actually did not have a clear idea what they were doing actually. So this is fast forwarded a little bit. I kept my worker right there at their wall off because I wanted to see whether they're gonna go for zealots and stalkers, or what's the unit called again? The tanky projectile throwing gateway units. I forgot. So anyway, but I saw a zealot pop, so I assumed that it was going to be a normal attack, nothing cheesy or something. So yeah, this is the standard opening. I got attacked by that first zealot over there. He didn't macro it, so it wasn't a big problem dealing with him. So I was able to let my queen handle that. There's a scout going on from my friend. It's not really clear what they were planning. There's an oracle on the way. He's probably gonna do some scouting. And gonna pick up some workers. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a lot. That's actually quite a lot. That's 7 workers down. And yes, that was a very good recon. There's a second oracle coming up. The purple Protoss is up on 2 bases already, and is just starting. He's on 3 gateways, while the other pylon guy, the other Protoss guy, is on 4 gateways. What are these units called again? Adept, of course. So in the meantime, this oracle is continuing to be a nuisance, but otherwise this is a pretty standard opening. They have robotics, so they can... Okay, here we go. So the first highlight of the game, we have the nukes incoming. Unfair is still on one base, but has got some good production going on and a crazy amount of 1, 2, 3, 4 Ghost Academies for that delicious simultaneous nuke action. And let's see what target my friend is choosing. There's 3 oracles. I think the teal one was the oracle guy. All right, here we go. We have the nukes, and he completely sees them. I don't know why he doesn't proceed to kill. There's one drop. Oh, there's a second one which was much more effective. And yeah, he sees the ghosts. He has a detector. It doesn't make any sense. Look. Oh my god. Oh, he got all the void. That doesn't make any sense to me. Is he like throwing or something? That's insane. Considering that took a big chunk of supply out of the purple. It was on 45 supply and the teal is on 54 supply. Our nuking guy is on 41 and me, myself, Jim is on 103. Okay, I think there's another successful Oracle harass. He loses one though. That's another couple of SCVs off the board, and almost all of the lost units from our Terran in the dark blue is going to be workers lost due to oracles, which is pretty big. You can see the Zerg. So myself, I am actually going for corruptors because I saw the void rays. Mutas melt pretty quickly against void rays, so I went for corruptors. I have a huge army with which I don't do anything, which is a mistake that I keep repeating, because if I would just use those units and attack these expansions, I could completely wreck them. I could also taken out the Zealot army because I'm pretty tanky with the Roaches and the Hydras do the DPS. That's basically it. I mean, the teal one does not have much of an army, only has these Zealots, and the purple one is the one who's tacking up, but he has had his first batch of Void Rays completely annihilated by those nukes. Well, I still don't understand why he attacked those ghosts. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. So going forward into the game, we have swelling supplies from our 2 Protoss, who are both around the 100 mark. The Zerg is on 136, and there's going to be a transition from the Terran, who has his natural now, and who is proceeding to go for Ravens. We have a Void Ray attack here on the Zerg, which is partially being, well, we have a 2-pronged attack from the teal Protoss attacking the Zerg. The Zealots are getting cleaned up barely, and the Void Rays have also been taken care of. All that's left is the sentries, but there's a huge worker loss on the Zerg, and there's a DT drop going on in this action-packed game. A DT drop. The Ravens obviously have detection, so this is actually a very good defense against these DTs. But and he threw his zealot. So yeah, so the Zerg is still on 125 supply, the Terran, blue Terran in 61, and there's another couple of nukes coming in. Oh my god. Oh, oh my god, he sees everything. Okay, he got wrecked pretty badly. And now we have our purple one who's going to be on the receiving end of a Nidus. I don't think he's aware of that either. He's just focusing on reestablishing his natural. And there's look at all these gateways. They're all gonna be completely wrecked. There isn't much anti-air in this army though, because the corruptors are somewhere else. The teal was gonna try some DT shenanigans on the Terran there. But that's not going to work. The cavalry is coming here a little bit late, so all of these ground units and these roaches are going to get absolutely ravaged by these void rays. But now there are some corruptors, but probably still not enough. Bad focused fire. And these corruptors are actually going to go down. And now the teal Teosaur is just leaving. The teal guy is still gonna try to do something with these void rays, and if I do remember, he was able to completely clean up this third from the Zerg. There's an other. So yeah, lurkers do not attack up. This is cleanup duty. Actually, this is kind of pointless because the teal one has already left the game. I should not have done that, but yeah. But this was basically already a one game. And what our purple leftover Protot is doing, he's actually using his the remaining units, the remaining stuff that he has to attack the Zerg. So to attack me, basically. And he was actually quite successful because I have no defense back here. Only a couple of slowly slowly arriving reinforcements, some hydras here, but they are being completely obliterated by this small group of zealots and DTs. Eventually, the voiders are going to get cleaned up with the arrival of these corruptors, and that's going to be GG most likely. Yes, and that's it. And Jim and Unfer carry this 2v2 game in pretty convincing fashion against a couple of Protoss who are actually playing pretty standard. But yeah, that was a very good nuke. For some reason, the ghosts were not picked off. The purple took a lot of damage. And then there was a counterattack which was held pretty well, and then there were a couple of Niduses and a second wave of nukes, and that's going to be GG on this gold level game.